Alright guys, today we're talking about polishers, but before we do, help support the channel, hit the subscribe and like, press the notifications button so you get all the new videos that we put out, and we really appreciate all your support. Let's get into this. Alright guys, good morning. Let's talk about polishers today. A lot of people are always asking questions, what's the best polisher, what brand should I get, da 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 da. And you know what, there's no real answer for that. A lot of brands are different, a lot of machines are different, each one has its place. I'm going to explain a couple to you. I have some here, I have some over there, and I'll explain them. I'll give you my experience with them, and you decide what's good for you. So we'll start off with the Rotary polisher. The Rotary just spins, and it only puts power to that little area it's working on. Very powerful machine, it's gear driven. So it doesn't free spin, all right? And a lot of people are scared of this machine because they think they're gonna burn paint, but you can actually burn paint with all of the machines if you're not careful. Okay, this is a very, very powerful cutting tool. Does it finish good? Some people can finish with this. I think that if they're finishing, they're still leaving something behind from the way that this just cuts the paint. They might not see it, but it's in the paint. So yeah, some people are very proficient with this machine. I love this machine. It's a machine I used when I was young, and it cuts paint awesome, all right? It makes your job fast. Next I'm gonna talk about is the dual action polisher. So this machine is free spinning. It spins on its own. So not only does it spin like this, it shoots out dual action, so it corrects in bigger areas as it's spinning. So it's spinning and going out, okay? These are more newbie friendly, if you will. A lot of people think they can just buy this and go all over the whole car, which really isn't true if you don't know good techniques down, if you don't have good techniques. This has to be flat. And if you go onto curved panels, this may stall on you if you don't know how to adjust the machine. You can get bigger backing plates, that goes for everything. You can get smaller backing plates, and these are very, very versatile machines. They can cut and polish. You can get everything done with one of these machines. The only problem is on curves, different planes of the car, all right? This is a 3401 by Flex. This is gear driven, and it's kind of a dual action as well. So it spins and it shoots out, plus it's gear driven. Well, this is the best of both worlds here. And if you want to go over little curved panels or funny planes on the car, this can do it. You know, this won't stall on you. This keeps going. This will twist your arm if you're not careful. And this is liked by a lot of people because this mows down paint and it finishes paint. The only problem with the Flex one is you need to get used to it because it spins counterclockwise. So it spins the opposite way, which some people aren't used to, and then they get vibration. This one happens to have a metal, I guess you would call this a shroud, and it gets hot, okay? So you have to get used to learning how to use this machine. If any of the other machines, they all spin clockwise. This spins counterclockwise. You need to learn this. Now, Rupees makes one of these and it spins clockwise. So it's easier to use. However, it's only a 5mm orbit where this is an 8mm, so you get more correction. The dual actions come in 15 and 21mm. So you can reach out real far with the 21s, and you can buy a smaller, and I use a 21 with a 5-inch backing plate, and that fills the void for me rather than buy a 15 and a 21. But some people like the 15s as well. They're probably easier and they send more power to a better area. I like the 21. Then you have things like this that are 3-inch dual action polishers. So they're free spinning and they're small. So where you can't get into the spaces from these big 15s and 21s with 5 and 6 inch backing plates, you get the 3-inch backing plate. This might have I think a 12 millimeter orbit, some have 8 millimeter, and you can just fine tune the area you're going in above the top portion above the handles where you open your doors, or on the sides of your hoods, or on the bottom of your doors where it's curved, you know, on your pillars. These are very useful tools. Now, let's go over here. Let me show you some other ones. Oh, over here is another, this is a 12 millimeter. It's smaller, it's battery powered, so you can just go ahead and get into very small spaces. This is the Adams Micro Swirl Killer. A lot of people don't like this. They say it's underpowered, but they're probably laying all their pressure on it. This is a little guy. I mean, what are you doing? You let this correct on its own. You hold it and you let it spin and do everything. I have no problem with this machine. I don't know what people expect out of this. But if you don't want to get this, then get the Flex PXE80, I think it is. Anyway, this one though gets into spots like this. Okay, these type of areas, these little things, you know, you want to get inside here. It gets into these little areas. All right, that's what this is good for. Now back to over here. They also make these little rotary guns. This rotary gun is cool because you can get into small areas and it's powerful. This is not going to stop on you. It's a rotary machine. That means it only spins in one spot. And this is also battery powered. Very, very powerful little machine. There's so many tools and brands you can get. Which brands are really good? Well, Flex and Rupes, they're excellent brands. One's made in Germany, one's made in Italy. They're very high quality. I'll tell you about the Rupes machine. Is quiet and smooth, but you pay for it. It's like top of the line expensive, right? The Flex is a beast. You're not gonna break it. Very few people break them. I don't know how they're treating their machines, but maybe they're not cleaning them. But it is a very powerful machine. I've gotten a lot of uses out of these, and the quality is also there. The only thing is they get a little bit hot and they're a little bit louder than the Rupes. I'll tell you a story about griots. I bought this Bosch 21. This is the older Bosch 21, many moons ago, probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I got it online used for about 220 bucks, shipped. I thought, oh, that's a great deal. I got it home, I used it for about a month, and I broke it. Something inside where the gearing or where the nut is behind the backing plate was loose and messed up. So I called Griots. Griots asked me a couple questions about it, and I explained to them, and they were like, I told them I don't have a receipt. I didn't buy this from you guys. They were like, that's all right. We're gonna send you a shipping paper. Send it to us. They sent me a brand new one, brand new. I didn't even buy this new from them. I bought this secondhand. So Griots service has always been top notch. I have other problems that I've had with shipping. Bottles have broken. They've always replaced everything very simply. No questions really. They have lifetime warranties. That goes a long way. Their products are solid with the lifetime warranty. And once your machine breaks, once you break one of these other ones for whatever reason, you're gonna appreciate that warranty. SPTA, all right, these are SPTAs. They knock off other brands, right? But you know what, they've become good at it. And I don't know that those are good for the guy that's gonna use it every day, but for the DIY guy, those are about $100 on average. You get a kit, you get pads, you get backing plates, and they're cheap, and you're gonna learn how to use the machine. If it breaks, okay, well, you're out $100 later. You know, it's not gonna break right away. But I haven't broken any of them yet, and I always use those before I use these, just because I like to say to myself that I can use a machine with less quality than these ones. I know these are going to work, right? I don't have any experience with Atoms besides the micro swirl killer, the little nano 3-inch that I showed you. I love it. It's a great machine. I think I paid 160 bucks for it. Now Griot's makes a 3-inch that's probably $130, so I might look into that if I was someone new. That's a nice machine. That's corded. This is battery operated. You got to kind of pick and choose what you want. A lot of the new products, like I have old ones I have no problems with. A lot of the new products from these companies are having little issues. I think everybody's trying to cram more technology, better technology, all this stuff, and be around the same price range, which is very hard to do. So in my experience, I like the older machines, and they may not be as powerful, or they may not have all the new technology, cooling, new backing plates, this and that, but I don't have any problems with them. I'll take the no problems over newer technology with problems. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. Any questions you guys have, go ahead and leave in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button, and I appreciate it. Support the channel. That's my thoughts and takes on all these. You guys make a good informed decision, do some research, and buy something with some quality to it. You know what's going to happen is if you buy one of the lesser machines, you're always going to hear everybody talk about these nice machines, and if you've never tried them, you're going to still want to buy them. So I suggest probably try something nice and live with that. You're going to like it. Live with it. It's going to last you. You try something cheap, that's cool too. Maybe you don't like polishing, you find out. Maybe you don't want to do detailing for a living. It's a lot of work, right? And you're going to find that out. But you know, for the 3-inch machines, you can go cheap, no problem, because you don't use those as much or as long. The big ones, you use a lot more. They're big panels everywhere. The 3401, a nice workhorse of a machine. The Rotary, you can go down to 1-inch backing plates, and just does a fantastic job. All right, guys, talk to you later.